Hi, I'll be your diabetes educator. Let us begin with what you know about diabetes.
Honestamente no sé mucho. Sé que debo cuidar mucho mi nivel de azúcar.
That's good. We have the basics down. Do you know what a good level of blood sugar is for someone with diabetes?
Sí, en ayunas debe estar entre 80 y 130. Y después de 2 horas de comida, menor a 140.
That's perfect. You see? And you said you did not know much.
Busqué información de diabetes en línea porque me sorprendió el diagnóstico y no sabía absolutamente nada. Me interesa saber qué cosas puedo comer para lograr esos niveles de azúcar en la sangre.
All right, we can move on to that now. Do you know what not to eat?
Sé que no debo de comer nada de azúcar.
That's very broad. Can you specify a little?
Pues no debo comer dulces ni pan, tampoco agregar azúcar a mi comida.
That is true. Another thing you should do is avoid drinks with sugar, like soda, juice, and sport drinks. In addition, it is not only bread you are not supposed to eat, but also pasta, rice, flour, and starchy vegetables.
Entonces, ¿tortillas de maíz sí puedo comer?
No, because corn is a starchy vegetable. However, I have good news for you. You can eat everything with the exception of candy, sugar, or sugary drinks.
Entonces, ¿para qué me asusta? Yo pensé que tenía que olvidarme de todos esos alimentos por siempre.
There is a catch though. There is a limit to how much of these foods you can eat. Another thing before I forget is that instead of white flour or white rice, you have to substitute them for whole wheat or brown rice.
Muy bien, creo que no es mucho sacrificio. ¿Y cómo sé qué cantidad de estos alimentos debo comer?
All the food we eat is converted down to protein, fats, and carbohydrates, or sugars. If you look for these foods online, you can see what amount of these nutrients they each have. I have a chart here to make easier for this teaching.
Esto es lo que realmente me interesa, cómo saber qué comer y qué no.
For example, 100 grams of salmon has no carbohydrates, so it will not raise your blood sugar. But 100 grams of white rice has 28 grams of carbohydrates.
No tengo idea de lo que me está hablando. 28 carbohidratos, ¿eso es malo entonces?
It's not bad, but there are foods that are better options for you. 15 grams of carbohydrates is equal to one serving of carbohydrates, and you are allowed to eat 3 servings per meal.
Entonces podría comer 150 gramos de arroz blanco con todas mis comidas.
Yes, but then you're not allowed to anything else that will raise your blood sugar. To put in context, this 1/3 cup of rice is the equivalent of 15 grams of carbohydrates, or about 50 grams of rice.
Es muy poquito, pero pues una taza se hace una cantidad muy bien.
You're right about that, but would you rather eat 1 cup of rice with each meal or 2 corn tortillas and 1/3 cup of rice?
Bueno, pues ya que lo pone así, creo que será más fácil si varío los carbohidratos y no solo como la misma comida.
Smart choice. See, you can eat all those foods our body really likes, but in moderation.
Eso es lo que yo comía más.
Me too, until I learned that we have to watch those foods, diabetes or not.
Se me hace muy difícil estar midiendo las porciones de lo que puedo comer.
I'm going to be honest with you. Like all new things, it is always difficult at the beginning. But the more you do it, the easier it will be. I promise.
Está bien.
That's the attitude I like to see. I will now proceed to tell of a method which I find easier for portion control.
Muy bien. Soy todo oídos.
This method is called the half plate method. You will start by splitting your plate in half, as I have in front of me.
Muy bien. Hay que partir el plato a la mitad. Déjeme apuntar lo que me diga de este método ya que creo que es muy importante.
That's good, and it's important. You will see. If you want, you can stop writing notes, and I can provide you with a printed copy of all this information at the end of this appointment.
Muchas gracias y claro que sí. De igual manera, permítame apuntar mis notas, ya que me permiten recordar este método de mejor manera.
Of course, do what you need for success. Moving on. One half of the plate will be non starchy and green leafy vegetables.
¿Me podría dar unos ejemplos de estos vegetales, por favor?
Yes. And as I stated, I don't think you'll need to write down the names of the vegetables because I will provide you with a booklet that will have all of this information.
Me parece bien.
The vegetables that you can include are, but are not limited to, spinach, Swiss chard, broccoli, cauliflower, celery, and cucumber. There is an extensive list on the information booklet, so you don't get bored eating the same things.
Está bien, y todos los vegetales que ha mencionado me apetecen, así es que ya no me suena tan mal. Aparte de los mencionados, también me agradan los hongos, los ajos y los vegetales de hojas verdes.
That is just a few. The possibilities are endless. I hope the next time we meet, you can let me know your favorites so far from the list.
Sí, de verdad lo haré.
Now, for the other half of your plate, you will split it in half. So now you have 2/4 of the plate left. 1/4 of the plate will be your protein. This includes lean beef, pork, chicken, turkey, and of course, fish, which, depending of the fish, can be considered your best choice.
Muy bien, entonces, ¿no es necesario sacrificar mi gusto por la carne de res?
Well, short answer, no. Long answer is that beef tends to be fattier than other meats. What you really want to avoid for sure is processed meats. Fatty meats increase your cholesterol, which increase your risk of heart disease or stroke. If that wasn't enough, diabetes increases cholesterol levels in patients.
Oh, no, me gustan mucho las hamburguesas y la carne asada.
Me too. The good news is just like all the other foods, you can eat them in moderation. Just remember to eat it once a week at most and choose lean meat over meat with more fat.
Muy bien. Creo que será difícil, pero pues es lo que tengo que hacer.
The other quarter can be whole grain, like brown rice, or starchy vegetables, like boiled or baked potatoes.
O tortillas.
Or tortillas, of course.
Bueno, pues de todo eso lo único que no me agrada es que no comeré frutas.
That's not true. You can eat fruits, but again, in moderation. For fruits, some fruits have more sugar than others. To give you an example, strawberries are a better option than watermelon.
Muy bien, ¿y cuánto es moderación?
Good question. Let us go back to your half a plate of veggies. That half plate, you have to split it into thirds. It will be 3/6 parts of your plate. 2/6 of that plate will have vegetables, and 1/6 can be fruit.
Está bien, no es lo que esperaba, pero pues un poco de frutas mejor que nada.
That will be pretty much for this appointment. What do you think about your new diet?
Creo que va a ser difícil, pero considero que sí lo puedo lograr, no me parece imposible. Solo tendré que cambiar mis hábitos actuales.
Yeah, I think so too. Not only will it control your diabetes, but it will also help you lose weight, feel better, and be healthier too.
Eso espero. Los beneficios que me mencionó de verdad que sí suenan muy bien.
You'll see the change, I promise. Do you have any questions?
Por el momento no, pero asegúrese de que le hablaré si se me presenta alguna.
No problem. That is what I'm here for, to help you succeed with this. What do you think about seeing me next month so you can tell me how it went and share any creative recipes you might have found?
Me parece muy bien. Sí, en un mes le podré contar de todos los cambios realizados.
Excellent. Remember, you can call me with any questions before that.
Sí, lo sé. Muchísimas gracias por su ayuda y por su apoyo. Usted es muy amable.
No problem. Thank you, and you're very welcome. I look forward to seeing your progress next month.
Claro que sí, nos vemos el próximo mes. Que tenga buen día.
Thanks. You too.